Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Ever been in a room so quiet you could almost hear a faint hum? What if I told you the entire planet is doing that right now 24/7? It's not a conspiracy theory. It's a real scientifically measured phenomenon called the Earth's free oscillations, or as it's more coolly known, the Earth's hum. Stick around, because we're about to decode this planetary mystery. So what exactly is this hum? Imagine a giant bell. When you strike it, it doesn't just make one sound, it vibrates at several specific frequencies, creating a rich, complex tone. Our planet is like that bell. It's constantly being struck by things, causing it to vibrate or ring at its own natural frequencies. These vibrations are incredibly subtle, 1,000 times weaker than what a human can feel. But they're always there, a constant background hum between 2 and 7 millihertz. That's a frequency so low, the sound wave takes several minutes to complete a single cycle. For a long time, scientists were stumped. They could detect these vibrations, especially after major earthquakes. An earthquake is like giving that planetary bell a massive whack. The Earth rings for days, even weeks afterward, as the seismic waves bounce around inside the planet. This was actually super useful. By studying how these waves traveled, geologists could map out the Earth's interior. The crust, the mantle, the liquid outer core, and the solid inner core, kind of like a planetary-scale ultrasound. But here's the kicker. Even when there were no major earthquakes, the hum was still there. The bell was ringing, but nobody could figure out what was striking it. This was the big puzzle for decades. What could possibly have enough energy to keep the entire planet vibrating constantly, day in and day out? The first big clue came from the seasons. Scientists noticed the hum was slightly stronger during the winter in the northern hemisphere, and then stronger again during the winter in the southern hemisphere. This pointed away from things happening deep inside the Earth and toward something happening on the surface, something related to weather and the oceans. This led to the leading theory, and it's pretty wild. It's all about the ocean waves, but not just any waves. Think about two sets of ocean waves traveling in opposite directions. When they collide out in the middle of the ocean, they can create what's called an infragravity wave. This isn't a wave that travels across the surface. It's a pressure wave that travels straight down to the seafloor. Imagine you're clapping your hands. The clap generates a sound wave. Now picture two massive ocean swells colliding. This collision acts like a giant, slow clap, pushing a pulse of pressure down through the water column. When this pressure pulse hits the seafloor, it gives the Earth's crust a tiny, tiny push. Now multiply this by countless wave collisions happening all over the world's oceans every single second. All those little rhythmic pushes add up, transferring a massive amount of energy into the planet and making it resonate, just like that bell. It's the relentless, chaotic dance of the oceans that orchestrates this steady planetary hum. So why is it stronger in the winter? Because winter storms are more powerful. Bigger storms mean bigger waves, more powerful collisions, and a stronger push on the seafloor. When it's winter in the northern hemisphere, the storm activity in the North Atlantic and North Pacific makes the hum louder. 6 months later, it's the Southern Ocean's turn to crank up the volume. The seasonal pattern was the smoking gun that connected the hum to the oceans. But the story doesn't end there. Recently, scientists using a network of seismometers on the ocean floor were able to pinpoint the sources of the hum even more accurately. They confirmed that the main sources are indeed over the oceans, especially in areas known for intense wave action. But they also found something else, a second, higher frequency hum. This one seems to be generated by the interaction of storm-driven waves with the continental shelves, the shallow areas of the seafloor near land. As long, rolling waves from the deep ocean hit the shallow coastline, the pressure fluctuations they create also push on the seafloor, generating another part of the Earth's background music. So we have at least two different ocean mechanisms playing this planetary concert. So why should we care about a vibration we can't even feel? Because listening to the hum gives us a brand new way to study our planet. Remember how earthquakes help us map the Earth's interior? The problem is, big earthquakes don't happen everywhere. There are vast areas of the planet called seismic gaps where we don't get much data. But the hum is everywhere, all the time. It's like having a constant, gentle seismic source lighting up the entire planet from the inside. By using advanced techniques to analyze this background noise, scientists can create much more detailed, high-resolution maps of the Earth's mantle and crust. They can spot magma chambers under volcanoes, map out tectonic plates, and get a clearer picture of the geological structures deep beneath our feet, even in places where earthquakes are rare. It's like turning on a background light to see the details in a dark room. This field is called ambient noise seismology, and it's revolutionizing geology. It's cheaper and more continuous than relying on unpredictable earthquakes. We can monitor changes in the Earth's structure over time, potentially giving us clues about volcanic activity or tectonic stress. Think about it. The very noise that was once dismissed by seismologists as an annoyance to be filtered out of their data has turned into one of their most valuable tools. It's a beautiful example of how, in science, one person's noise is another person's signal. The ceaseless churning energy of our oceans is providing a free planetary scale MRI scan, 24 hours a day. So the next time you're by the ocean, listening to the waves crash, take a moment. You're not just hearing the sound of water. You're hearing the engine that drives our planet's silent hum. It's a constant reminder of the immense interconnected forces at play on Earth, from the chaotic energy of a storm at sea to the slow, steady vibration of the very ground beneath you. Our world isn't silent. It's singing a deep, resonant song, and we're finally learning how to listen. Thanks so much for hanging out and exploring this amazing topic with me. If you found this as fascinating as I do, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the wonders of our world. Let me know in the comments what other cosmic mysteries you'd like to unravel. See you in the next video.